to stream it.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Aristotle. We about to get started. First, I'm gonna send this to my group, and we're gonna hop right into it. All right, we're gonna talk about the trades I made. We're gonna do a trading recap, and then we're gonna do a watch list. So it's about to go down, and we live, full effect, baby. All right, so let me send this to everybody, and then we out of here. Let's get it. All right. All right, here we go. So what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Aristotle. It was my birthday weekend. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. What's going on, everybody? So we're going to get into, first we're going to do a trade recap, talk about the trades that I made last week, and then we're going to hop into the watch list. All right, folks. So let's get into the trade recap. So let me go to our screen sharing one. All right, cool. So we're going to go to trading view. You guys can see my screen, right? Put a yes if you can see my screen. I know you guys can. So it was, let's go over the trade. We're going to go to Discord. Then we're going to go to high risk. The last trade I did that went for 200%. So NVIDIA 267 call. So let's go over that. I'm going to go to NVIDIA. So I only made 2 trades. So remember, folks, more is less. So let's go over the whole psychology of this bad boy. So I want to delete a few lines real quick. This white line right here. So this white line used to be highs, right? Highs that we had to get over. So 263, you can say around 264, correct? So when NVIDIA, I kind of knew NVIDIA was going to bounce here. Why? Because for one, SPY looked bullish to me. So I was comparing it to the overall market and the fact that it was holding up pretty well right here. So on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, it was holding really well. So when it dropped right here, I knew that the bulls were going to buy it up and wash out the bears. So because SPY looked pretty bullish to me in confluence with it holding, and level 2 was getting bought up, so I was watching a little level 2, and you know, I'm just using top-down analysis here. So even on the 4 hour, you see that this was all-time highs, right? And once it got over that, now we're in this little channel here. So I'm pretty much playing this horizontal channel. So whenever you see something going up and down at a resistance point, a lot of times you can buy the support level here. So that's what I did, and that's why I signaled NVIDIA 267 call, and then we end up making 220% on that play. So that's pretty much my psychology for buying of that. So let me see. And the other one that I did, oh, let me show you where my entry point was real quick. So on the 5-minute chart, let me show you where I bought. So I bought literally as soon as the market opened right here when it flushed right here. So this is pre-market low right here if we mark that. So as soon as it hit pre-market low, I'm signaling. So I'm signaling right here, and that thing shot up like very fast. And I made a lot of money. Where did I exit? I think I exited pretty at the highs, you know. Where did I exit this bad boy? Pretty good exit at, what was this? 1:30 p.m. So that had to have been, nah, I exited this thing. I don't know when I exited. This thing literally shot up, and we made 200%. I got out pretty good. So that thing was amazing. And let's go over the second one I did, which was whenever SPY started to go up, I was saying watching for a pullback at 947, right? So with SPY, and I'll show you how much I made real quick. I made 2,700 right here. So I made it in two separate accounts. This account is my small account. I started with 2,500 and now it's at 10K. And then this one is at 2,700, but I only took one trade because I had a lot of errands to run. A lot of people were requesting my time. So with SPY, right, it was already breaking resistance. So I wanted just a nice snap up right here. Boom, a bounce. So I said, let's look at what my bounce level was. My bounce level was 414 through 414.15. So basically I had like a 15-cent bounce level that I wanted it to buy the dip from. And this thing literally got me 50%. Literally this one candle. Because it was 0-day to expiration. And good thing I got out of that, right? But you know, I'm an experienced scalper. So let's go bring up the 8 EMA. So that's pretty much why I bought two, this 8 EMA right here. As soon as it pulled back, snapped it up, bought it, and then took profits at the highs. And that's how I made this. And it was literally in 5 minutes, 50%. So I literally bought the lowest part of it, like literally. As soon as it touched, and look what level it touched. My level, if you see over here, this 410 level, right in my level, right in the mid of my level. And I bought it up. I spent about, I spent about 5,000 on that trade. Honestly, wish I would have spent more. But I spent, if I made 52% on that, yeah, about 5,000, right? And it was pretty quick, you know, and I was just telling people I'm waiting on this pullback, and here's the pullback, and that's pretty much what I did to get in there. So those are the two trades I made, pretty much watching momentum, waiting for the pullback, bought it, and then my boy Unraveler on live already, so we got in both. So the people on live were in puts. I bought the bounce, caught 50%. And then the people ended up catching this whole candle in our chat, Unraveler. And it was all in the gains too. So my boy Unraveler, you see people going to be tagging him. Midas, oh yeah, Midas too. He going crazy. Everybody tagging him. You know, they tagging me, everybody, whoever. But it was a trade he made that had everybody lit. Okay, they tagging me too, that NVIDIA call, everybody talking about that. But yeah, Unraveler, yeah, he caught this one. You see how people caught those puts? So he caught that whole candle. You see that? You see how everybody talking about that? So yeah, that was a pretty dope trade. People caught those puts right there. And they like, we're done for the day. We don't play, man. And then, you know, people caught NVIDIA. So we all contributed, as you can see. People got in NVIDIA. People got in whatever, you feel me? Like, people just got in what we said, and they made money. So let's go over the watch list now. You guys liking my setup, by the way? You guys liking my setup? This thing hard, ain't it, right? So let's go over some more stuff. So I'm going to go to the daily chart. Yeah, it might go crazy too. Yep. I like that. The boy said my boy might go crazy. And they were like, yes, we did. Yep. Oh yeah, Dana Marie, she got in. She made a lot of money. Oh yeah, this is the lady. Come on now. me tell her she got to call me back. So yeah, let me show you what she made real quick. I think she put it in the chat. I don't know where she put it. I don't know if she put it in games, but she made a lot of money. She made like 5 racks. Here it go. Her right there, who I just pinned, Dana Marie. You see her? Dana, right here. She's in the chat. The one I just pinned made 6K off those puts. So that's dope. Shout out to you, Dana Marie. PhD, I see you doing your thing. Y'all say y'all love the setup. Appreciate it. So let's go and get into it. Oops. Let me delete that. Let's get into this watch list, folks. So I was literally just doing like a little mentorship earlier. So we got a lot to watch for, folks. We got resistance points here. I know you guys can't really see much, so let me do this thing the right way. So the first thing I'm watching for one is this level right here. SPY getting to this level. So boom, if SPY can get above this level right here, that's what I'm watching. Until then, we have to day trade. This is way too close. We're near the 412 mark, near this 417 mark. It looks pretty ugly. So, you know, I personally think we're going to keep going up. But like I said, you don't want to have too much directional bias. You do want to play it smart. We have a bull flag here, and this thing is breaking out of this bull flag. So that's pretty dope. And I believe it will come here to this mark, mainly because things are like magnets. So if this is the next resistance point, more than likely it'll get there. Let me delete this real quick. So I'm watching SPY to kind of continue probably up to here, and then who knows, we might reject. You know, we have a lot of volatility, folks, so don't be surprised if, you know, we keep moving sideways, because we've been in this range for a minute. If we really being technical, we've been in this range for a minute. Since May of 2022, we've been in this range right here, this 413-ish range since May of 2022. So, you know, who knows? This will determine whether we go up. We break this line, it should be on our way to a bull market, but we shall see. Let's check the RSI and the MACD. Let's see what these things doing. This thing has some momentum too, so that's dope. Isn't overbought yet. So let's go to the next stock, QQQ, another one that you know, sitting right above broken resistance right here. And when you see all these lines, that's because I be day trading. So QQQ is above this broken resistance right here, broke out, retested, now it's trying to hold. So we got to see if this bad boy wants to continue, but that looks very great for a continuation based on technicals, folks. So like I said, fundamentally, do we look sound according to the news and fear mongering? Of course not. But, you know, everything else, it looks pretty good. We have bearish divergence though. So I see that on the, oh yeah, that looks bad. Look at this, folks. We got bearish divergence here. So that doesn't look too good. That actually looks like we could fall there. So who knows? But like I said, I don't ever fight the trend. The trend is your friend until broken. You feel me? But who knows? You see this bearish divergence? We got a higher high, but the indicators are making a lower high, lower high. So that is an indicator that it could at least come down a little bit. And who knows? It could possibly come down to this trend line, because I'm going to be watching for this trend line here. So I'll be watching QQQ to see, you know, in the future, will it, even if it comes down, will it retrace back to this trend line? And that could be a good buy area if it does. And if we get one more pullback and people don't buy the dip, at least it could be smooth. Who knows? It could come back down to this key level too, right here. This could be a good little level it could come back down to if that happens. But based on it breaking and retesting here, it could still go up. We got to go see. It has to pass resistance here. So I'm definitely watching QQQ for above 322. I'm watching QQQ for above 322. All right. Yeah, it has bearish divergence. So let's keep going. Tesla, I can delete all these lines. So Tesla, like I said, I see Tesla coming and retesting this 200 in May, and possibly doing this thing past it in the future. Oh, I also somebody mentioned something about Tesla. If they create motorcycles, this thing could get ugly. Like Tesla could really shoot up, because I feel like if they start doing motorcycles in the future, how many people agree that if Tesla starts to sell motorcycles, it could get real ugly? So I'm seeing a nice little triangle pattern, pennant pattern right here on the weekly chart for Tesla. If it could keep doing its thing, I'm going to be watching Tesla in the near future for this triangle breakout. Even if Tesla actually is already there and it's already sitting on the 200 MA on the weekly chart, so I could be watching Tesla for that, seeing if this thing could get past there. It's at the 185 mark. Do you think news make people fearful so they miss this pullback? Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's called fear mongering. So folks, while SPY is down here, and who remembers I told people on Twitter to buy SPY when it hits the 200 MA on the weekly chart? I've been talking. Who remembers that? Who remembers when I said, hey, buy SPY when this thing gets to the 200 MA? Why did I say that, folks? Because history repeats itself, correct? So as you can see, every time SPY hits the 200 MA, it recovers on the weekly chart. So it's always stayed above the 200 MA on the weekly chart. So for the past, this is 2011. So the last time it shot below the weekly chart, the weekly 200 MA, it shot back up, right? So you guys need to be watching for that. So, yep. Big ups to you. I signed up for the May class. Yeah, make sure y'all sign up for May class, folks. Make sure y'all sign up. So let's keep going. Let's keep going to some more stuff real quick. I like to do top-down analysis. Sometimes I like to go to the weekly chart and see what's up. Amazon has this big resistance level to break. You see that? So when Amazon breaks this, it could really be smooth selling. That's why you see this white, not this orange line right here where I have the alert set for Amazon. Because if Amazon breaks 104.3, it could get real nice for Amazon. It can get real jiggy. Amazon is getting caught right here. So as you can see, Amazon, if we mark this horizontal ray right here, is getting caught up right here. So you see, this was once support, right? And now this thing is resistance. You see, it keeps rejecting. Dang, that's a nasty reject right there. This weekly candle, that is nasty. Right off the third touch too. Came down, right? So Amazon, I'm watching for that. But could we possibly reject one more time? Maybe. And if we do reject, we're making higher lows already. So maybe it could come back down to this low, this line right here, and bounce again. Just like how I said QQQ could possibly come down. We're at key levels of resistances, folks. And Amazon is at a key level of resistance. So I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back and retested some lines. Who knows? And how volatile we've been. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to think, like, we keep shooting up, coming down, shooting up, coming down, shooting up, coming down. So, the trend right now is a pop up and a pop down. If we being technical, you get what I'm saying? If we being technical, that's just what's been happening. A nice steep up, come down, nice steep up, come down. But pretty much staying within this range. We've been sideways for almost a year. So I'm just keeping it real with what I see. All right. So let's keep going. I like to go down the line. Apple, we're on the weekly chart. We can go to the daily chart. Apple is almost there, but also another one at a key level of resistance. We cannot catch a break. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm at work doing this watch list, and I'm gonna call you right after that. Okay. Yeah. So that's my she's selling my house. That's my real estate person. I'm selling it, by the way, folks. I bought that house for $600K, and I'm selling it for, we just got our offer today for $900K. So I bought it for $600K June of 2020, and I'm already selling it for $900K. But I only had $400K left to pay off on it. Actually, $300K. I only had $300K left to pay off on it. So I'm excited about that because I'm going to invest that $900,000 into this commercial property that I had. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Apple, another one close to resistance. So like I said, everything is at key levels of resistance. So if everything breaks these key levels, then I can easily see Apple retesting all-time highs. Are those all-time highs? Nope, these are all-time highs. So yeah, Apple has, some levels to reach. They said old house. Yep. Yeah, that's my old mansion. I live in this mansion now. Yeah, it's a big flip. I got a big flip for that. So let's keep going. Meta. Yeah, it's looking like we need to pull back. This thing should be, and this thing has bearish divergence. Check that out. That looks bad. This thing has bearish divergence too. So we might get a pullback, folks. Looking at how things look, you know how I'm usually bullish. You guys know I'm usually bullish, but with all these bearish divergences, and that's why I tell people it's very hard to short stocks. It's very hard to short, but it's easier to buy the dip. So we got more bearish divergence here on the RSI and the MACD. The RSI and MACD are making lower highs, while the Meta is making higher highs, if that makes sense. So this thing is going up higher, but the MACD and the RSI isn't following, and it's oversold. So this could be, buying, who knows, could be a good short position, but I still think you shouldn't fight the trend no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing could possibly, this thing could possibly go. Congratulations on your real estate sale. Appreciate it, folks. And I plan on hopping into real estate. I'm buying commercial real estate pretty soon. And yep, all these earnings are coming up soon too, folks. We got a lot of earnings coming up. Yeah, March. So when is this? Wednesday, 26th of April. So yeah, we got some earnings coming up pretty soon. Face Meta earnings are going to rocket. So even if Meta comes back down, like let's just say we have a bearish week, buying the pullback on Meta, or I might just gamble on some earnings. Very cheap call for fun, playing with profits. Because man, that Meta verification, I feel like it's probably still gonna drop though, or stay stagnant, because everybody and their mama would know this quarter would be crazy based on those verification numbers. We know they made money on that, but we would have to go check the their balance sheets. Earnings are more so fundamental than they are technical. So always remember that, folks. Earnings are fundamental. They aren't technical. You have to go look at their quarterly data, see what things they have out. Like when you start learning businesses, you'll learn how to judge earnings a little bit better. Everything looks like it's topping off. Like even Microsoft, we have a key level of resistance here. You see that it rejected from. So if Microsoft, aka ChatGPT, I'm so country, I put a B there. Yeah, I'm watching Microsoft to get above this resistance level. So honestly, it's not looking too good across the board for calls. I'm definitely watching Microsoft for below this 281 level to short, at least back down here to this green mark. If what is this, 281.7, I'm watching for a short below this for sure. I'm watching Meta for a short. I'm watching all these for a short, believe it or not. I wouldn't swing puts. I'm going to day trade them, but I think personally we coming down. What y'all think? What y'all think? Yeah, I see a double top here on Microsoft. Let's zoom out though. Let's make sure. Sometimes you gotta go to the weekly chart. So yeah, you gotta go to the weekly chart sometimes and see what's up. So yeah, even if you get a pullback though, folks, like I said, I see Microsoft probably retracing back to this green line here to the 276.5 area. If it does get shorted and below that white line here. Everything but Meta and Tesla going down. I hope if Tesla released them motorcycles, man, it's a wrap. Everybody and their mama gonna get them a Tesla motorcycle. Nvidia, another one that could possibly pull back, is topping out on the weekly candles. I can delete all my drawings. So Nvidia topping out right here at this level, this key level right here. It decided to, and remember, this thing dropped before here. So, if history repeats itself, it could possibly pull back again. So, yeah, and Nvidia had a nice head and shoulders here. Look at that. Check that out. You got a nice left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Wow. On the weekly chart, too. That's a beautiful head and shoulders. And if we do the measurements, we take this, we go from the neckline to the head. This is an inverse head and shoulders, by the way, and I'll go and show you guys that. Ooh, almost perfect. The target point hit perfectly too. So check that out. That's a nice inverse head and shoulders. If you don't know what that is, here we go. Okay. Check that out. First shoulder, head, second shoulder. Some call it left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So yeah, that was dope. Nvidia did pretty well. Here goes a greater example right here, as you can see. So man, even though I still got in Nvidia, I'm up a lot of money on Nvidia. In fact, I'm up about 90,000 on Nvidia from buying this dip right here. I'm up 90K from here to here. So yep, I'm up 47K in Robinhood, and 40. Yep, I'm almost close to 100K just on this stock. So I bought the bottom of the head. Yep. So that's the So I can't say I missed out on it. Yeah, we up pretty big in the video. Maybe we might come down from here. Looking at this, everything isn't looking too good for calls, but like I said, I'm day trading, so I can care less whatever happens. But Nvidia, I'm watching for below lows here, of course. I'm watching for below lows, possibly for a nice short here. And then let's go look at the trend line real quick, make sure we're not getting caught up into something. Oh shit. Yep. So Nvidia is at this trend line here, and that's why you got to go and draw a trend line. So if Nvidia breaks, yep, like I said, breaks this trend line, it could get nasty. A nice little pullback, or if it keeps going, who knows? Like I said, the trend is your friend. You always want to kind of bet bullish until the trend is broken. So like I said, the trend is bullish right now. So, but do we need a pullback? Of course. AMD. Now, this is one I actually like for a bullish play. We have a nice wedge pattern, falling wedge here. So right here, as you can see, we have a rising trend, downtrend correction. So I'm liking this wedge pattern right here for NVIDIA. This is a good one too. Trying to look for one as a candlestick pattern. Right here too, you see that? So AMD looks good for this wedge pattern here. We have a corresponding uptrend and then it end up wedging. So if we do go bullish, this thing could go berserk. I'm talking about berserk. Nice pattern. These things usually break out pretty nasty. So if I was to bet bullish on anything, this would be my favorite bullish setup. I would honestly say that. But, you know, this thing could break down because who had this pattern? It pissed me off and end up fucking falling to their ass. GM. GM had this same pattern, almost broke out, but ended up falling to his ass because, and these are some sleepers, and they could be good comp for Tesla. Watch out for GM and Ford, because, you know, everybody's going to be doing EV. So everybody's going to be selling electric vehicles, and, you know, Tesla will have some competition in that realm. They will definitely have some competition in EV. So watch out for GM and Ford. These things will blow years to come. Ford is already killing it with that new Mustang. They already revamped and made a lot of money. And if you don't believe me, I can go and show you. So let me show you their balance sheet real quick, just because we off track right now. We're going to go to Yahoo Finance. So let's go look at GM and Ford's balance sheet real quick, because Ford isn't playing. Ford made a lot of money. We're going to go to financials, net. Oh, Ford. Damn, Ford, you made 17 billion and then now you're down 2 billion. Yeah, Ford just can't get it right. They were profitable as hell in 2021, back down 2 billion. I mean, 2021 carried. Holy crap. I mean, sheesh. I just remember this and I was like, whoa, what is Ford doing? And that's why Ford went crazy in 2021. You see that? Ford went nasty. I'm trying to figure out how the hell you can't even at least, you know, I don't know. Whatever you did here, you need to do that again. I need to go check it out. I'm not really, you know, into them. Let's go see GM. 17 billion though for Ford. That's pretty good. So GM is steadily killing it. And when, you know, they were doing their thing for a little bit. But like I said, come 2024, I like them for a long-term play. When EV takes off, you best believe GM and Ford will be people that, you know, go crazy. EV is going to have a lot of competition, though. Because, you know, you got Lucid, you got all these other people. That's crazy because COVID made car manufacturers crazy money. Yeah, it did. That is crazy, though. $17 billion for Ford is nasty. Net. That's after, you know, everything they paid off. That's a sleeper because that means they have potential. Why I tell people, like, when EV take off, watch out for Ford and all this other stuff they got going on. So let's go back down to our watch list, though. We already went to AMD. I already showed you that one, SQ. After they killed that guy from their leader, I don't know about this. And then fintech in general, PayPal and SQ, they look all right, but fintech has been not one of my favorite things to invest in due to the amount of competition, like Stripe, Apple Pay, things like that. So, Google. We can definitely look at Google, though. It's one of my favorites. Google has broken out of this line, and we're in Google Leaps. So Google is making higher lows, and I told people whenever you see higher lows, that's an indicator that things are going up. People didn't believe me. You see that low here, then a higher low, then another higher low. And I told people, I was like, watch out for Google. And we bought down here. We bought Leaps down here, right here. I remember. Or was it right here? I think it was right here where we bought Leaps. I was like, let's scale into some Leaps. And now we're up pretty big on Google. So yeah, I'm liking Google. Long term, mainly because they got this thing called Bard coming out that's going to compete with ChatGPT, and they're still a search engine. Like for instance, did I go to ChatGPT to find this? So when ChatGPT starts giving me images and other websites to look at, then I'll say, oh, you're going to kill Google. But Google is still the #1 search engine, and they have something called YouTube. YouTube has millions of employees, which is content creators, like what I'm doing right now. So I'm working for Google technically, and if you make a YouTube video, you're working for Google. So I always tell people Google is always a nice long-term play, and I don't care what no one says. I don't care what anyone says, how you slice it. Then they got Gmail. The only thing Google failed at was social media. They tried to do the Google Plus and have people make profiles. They just didn't do it right. But if I were Google, I would buy Snapchat and revamp their shit. That would be a good play. Google, you heard it here first. Buy Snapchat, revamp the shit, because yours failed. And then that's all Google needs to do. I think Google would, that's their next move. But they already have social media, which is YouTube. So yeah, that's all I'm looking at. Shopify, another one that has a lot of competition, doesn't really have an economic moat in my opinion, but could be worth, they did good during the pandemic because everyone and their mom was trying entrepreneurship and opening up Shopify accounts. Oh, Disney, one of my favorites. Still below $100, but it's right below this 200 in May. It nearly looks like a Head and Shoulders almost, but nah. This thing could reject here, come back down. Another one that I see could possibly come back down to a pullback to the support line. Another one I see pulling back is Disney, but that's nearly it. And then Netflix, never a fan of Netflix or Roku. I think streaming has way too much competition. Oh, Google also has Google TV. So Google, I didn't get it when people were like, oh my God, ChatGPT is going to destroy Google. That's why you don't need to watch the news, folks. Use your brain. Don't look too much at the news. The news will have you thinking of all types of shit. That's why a lot of people didn't buy the dip. So don't believe the hype, folks, about Google failing or anything like that. These folks are crazy profitable. In fact, let me just show you so you don't get shit confused. All right. Like these folks, I don't even know why folks even trying Google. They got to lay off my guys. I'm such a fan of Google. Look at this. Look at this, folks. 76 billion profit of 2021. $60 billion profit. Now they got a lot of overhead. They got to pay content creators and stuff like that, and they were increasing for like 3 years straight. Even during the pandemic, went crazy. During 2020, because everyone was staying at home, they were playing for Google ads. Everything was going crazy, and then this was just nasty. And they might not make as much money this year because they're going to make investments. So here's another thing, folks. When folks make investments, like they're investing into Bard to keep up with ChatGPT, things can go left. Things can go down. Like when Meta was investing in the metaverse, that's what made them shoot down. So Google might make some investments that could hurt their profits, but long term, in my opinion, they'll go crazy. Like when Meta invested into the metaverse and Mark Zuckerberg lost a lot of money during this gap down. When he lost a lot of his net worth. Plus, he couldn't be able to sustain the profits during the pandemic. So here's another thing, folks. Here's how the market works. So notice how everyone shot up during the pandemic. Why? Because people were staying home and they paying for ads, doing whatever, spending their stimulus check on everything except investing, right? And if they did that, they lost that money too, right? So you got to think there has to be a correctional period after all these companies make all that money, because this is how much money you make but you can't sustain that much money. You get what I'm saying? So you need a correction. So everybody went through a correctional period. As you can see, everybody profits dropped. You see how everybody did good 2021, 2020, and then shot back down. So this is just a correctional period because that was the height of how much money they can make. So now this is a correction. So now they're going to slowly probably climb back up, but it might be hard to get back here because it was such a advantageous time period, whatever word that is, right? And you can look at Roku, you can look at everybody, and they all went through the same exact stuff. You'll see 2021 and 2020 was crazy. In Zoom too, Zoom video, they won't be able to sustain that again. Roku, you see 2021 went crazy. And then, well, not really. They only made 250 million, but they're back down. So I told people Roku is not a great investment. Let's go look at Netflix. Another one, I go to the financials, check out. So Netflix, I guarantee that 2021, you see that? So think about it, folks. Think about your business. If you have a business, right? And your business took off during the time period, you're not going to be able to sustain that level of success. So you need a correctional period. So that's why all the stocks also dropped during the 2022 because they can't keep up with the money they made in 2021. So if everybody is not making more money or making less, that means correction, correct? I don't know anything about this, but been watching Aristotle on and off for a while now. Anyone want to help a friend out? What we talking about? Yeah, you can take the course, shawty. Honey Drip Mentorship. If you guys really want to learn all of this, let me see, Aristotle Invest. So everybody go to the link in the YouTube description. Go here to the collab mentorship. And this thing starts in 21 days. It includes 4 weeks of live training, 2 classes per week, 2 weeks of Q&A, 3 sessions per week, 30 days of live trading with our chat, right? So this thing is $770 for, and guess what? For all you saying, oh, that's a steep price. If you don't take this, you're going to lose $770. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to lose it if you don't get the info from me. And right now, I'm teaching a lot of celebrities behind the scenes. Right now, I got DC Young Fly, 19 Keys, and this girl named Ronnie Brown. I'm teaching them. I'm mentoring them behind the scenes. So they will be sponsoring Honey Drip as well. I got a lot of, in 85 South, I will be doing a partnership with them. But yes, right now I'm teaching them behind the scenes, same curriculum in this. You get to learn from 3 millionaires. And yes, you will lose $770 if you don't invest with me, because no one teaches better than I do. All right. That's just the honest truth. You will make money with Honey Drip as long as you get in and listen and take it serious. Exactly. And if you guys join the trial, you'll be able to get our free courses. So we got free courses right here, and we have a free beginner learning center right here too. So we have plenty of course material to make sure all of you get what you deserve and learn everything. So I make sure that you have what you need to get started too. And we have classes on the weekends and stuff like that. So that's dope. So you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday watch list. Make sure you join my chat. We do not play. I do not play. We get money all day, every day. You can go to the games channel and you'll see it lit up. Like this person made $2,500 the past week. This person 5,000. I'm just going through the games, folks. So we're not playing at all. Wow, look at that, 27 racks. So $1,000. We post real big games all day. Everybody eating. So that's why it's such a crazy community. $1,000, perfect way to end the week. They love it. Everybody getting money. So if you're not with us, good luck. You feel me? And if you really want to learn this from scratch, take the collab mentorship. Link in the description, and you will be on your way to profitability quick. You will learn how to find your own plays, literally. everything. So like you will damn near be ready to signal after you take this collab mentorship. Like people legit gonna be posting their own plays. Like stuff like this, you'll be able to find yourself. Scalping. I just made a 200% play on the video literally Friday, the 14th. 200% play. You'll be able to find these yourself. So if you guys really trying to learn, let's get it. But yeah, y'all get ready. If I already have a sub with you and want to upgrade, how did that work? You would go here, my brother. You would go here, Matt, and then you would type in the word mentor. So exclamation point mentor, and then it should bring it up. There it go. See that? And it'll tell you what to do from there. Or you can type in upgrade. But you can type in this, so you can go in the chat, type in upgrade to, and then it'll bring up the link. It should be reading. There it go. See that? Queen Bee will tell you what to buy. So that's how you can upgrade. Or you can go to the site itself and sign in before you buy. So if you go here and you do subscribe now, make sure you sign in first right here if you already have it, and it'll take the difference. You feel me? So it'll take the difference. If I already have a sub with you, yep. You will absolutely learn. I joined in December and starting my own plays in the chat too, yep. See, look, people already know. People already know. I can personally say I lost over 12,000 trading on my own, but this course has taught me to teach my friend and family too. Yeah. Will the watch list be posted in a section? Yes, the watch list will be posted. It will be posted. But you guys have a great day. I'm surprised my camera didn't shut off. Shout out to my camera. Let me see my beautiful setup one more time, folks. Check that out, folks. Get a good look at that. That looks so good, don't it? Looks very good. Loving it. Shout out to the guy who came and hooked all this up for me. So yeah, God bless y'all. And yeah, good luck, y'all. God bless. See you guys in the chat.